بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبع هداهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. I am truly honored to be in your presence here today. This is our first event in this area and inshallah not the last, the first of many bi'idhnillah. Baytul Mal is an international humanitarian aid organization that operates in over 15 countries around the world, including but not limited to Palestine and Jordan and Turkey and Lebanon and Syria and Kenya, Somalia, Ghana, Pakistan. We serve the Rohingya in Bangladesh and then soon inshallah inside Myanmar itself. But we're here today for a very specific purpose. Today inshallah we are here for our brothers and our sisters in Palestine, in Gaza in particular. That is our program today. For the third time since the end of May, Gaza was bombed today, and the people of Gaza are being besieged from every side. From the sea, they're not allowed to have equipment come in or even shipments or anything like that. From either border on either side, they are completely besieged. It is known in the media as the world's largest open-air prison. It is also the most heavily concentrated place on earth with population. Highest population per square mile or square kilometer than any other place on earth. And in the middle of this, they are doing their best. In the middle of this, instead of just regressing into the Stone Age, they have their schools in their basements. In the middle of this, they do their own training. In the middle of this, they rebuild their own houses, even though building equipment does not allow them. They do the best with what they have been given. But as a single community, and we are part of two communities that matter, we are all brothers in humanity. كلكم لآدم وآدم من تراب. And that is enough reason to be there for my brother and my sister who I did not know, but who is deserving of my help. But also our faith teaches us very specifically to be there for those in need. I have never had the great honor of being in Palestine, but if you open my heart, you'll find a little Palestinian living inside. Baytul Mal is doing its best to serve those who are in need. Part of our work is that we are expanding our reach. In the last 3 years, we have grown 4 times our previous size. We have added new countries in which we operate. And domestically, we have opened offices. And in fact, this is an inaugural event, the first real event, for our office here in Florida. And Naif, stand up. Who is our director in this area? He will be representing Baytul Mal in this area from now on. So inshallah, you'll see him, a lot of him. I want to conclude with this. The Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Allah has decreed ihsan in all matters, excellence in all matters. What we are trying to build with Baytul Mal is an organization that embodies the spirit of ihsan. A world-class organization that is truly able to meet the needs of those who are most deserving. And we do not find the beneficiaries for us to be just beneficiaries. These are people who legitimately deserve our help. I ask myself, by what right do I have the expectation that my brother or my sister will come to my aid or my children's aid when I am in need? And the answer is, by the right that I was there for my brother and my sister when they were at their time of need. So today, inshallah, let us demonstrate this spirit of brotherhood. Let us be there for our brothers and our sisters in Gaza. With this, inshallah, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker today, Imam Siraj Wahhaj. People say he needs no introduction, but I will give him one anyway. No, I will. So, because I love him too much. All right? So, he's Imam of Masjid for a very long time. He is a world-renowned speaker, certainly not only famous everywhere in the United States, but he has actually spoken at nearly every organization and every convention and every conference? Yes, probably, very much so. And he has been the first Muslim to offer the inaugural prayer in Congress of the United States. And what? You're making me uncomfortable now. I have to introduce you. And I want to say this. I have personally loved Imam Siraj Wahhaj from back in the 80s when I was in college. I have. And what did I know back then? I knew one right thing, because I continue to love you today. I was right then and I'm right now. I truly believe he is the genuine article. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless him in his work. And with this, I would like to introduce Imam Siraj.
Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له أشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. It gives me a great honor to address you tonight for a few moments. You know, when I was in the 3rd grade, I learned this song that I never forgot. 3rd grade, I must have been 8 years old. Would you like for me to sing it for you now? It's not going to happen. But the song went something like this. Getting to know you. Getting to know all about you. Getting to like you, getting to hope you like me. And I've come to the conclusion all my life that the one that we have to get to know is Allah. Allah is the key. Abu Ayman, I need you, man. Come up here for a second.
Did you get my coffee?
No coffee.
Coffee is there.
This man here is one of the people in the world I love the most. Really, he is unbelievable. He is, subhanallah, educator. Don't bring your stuff up, man. Leave your stuff. Just come here. I love you, man. I just want to be near you. When I used to go to Dallas, I used to stay at his house. And his sons, mashallah, really loved them. And they would always sing for me. This man here is talented. I'm going to put him on the spot. Can I put him on the spot? I am. No. I'll put you on the spot. I'm asking you a question. And I'm surprised with the songs that he knows. I'm going to mention a song that was sung by Diana Ross and the Supremes at the Temptations, 1968. And I'm going to see if he knows that song. And this is unrehearsed, right? We didn't talk about this, but okay. And the song was, I'm going to make you love me. Never heard it? Okay, bye. And they sang the song, very beautiful song. I'm gonna make you love me. I'm gonna do all the things for you a man wants a woman to do. That was the song. This is my question to you tonight. Can you make someone love you? What you think? No. You cannot make people love you, though you may try. But you can, listen carefully, make Allah love you. Or He gives you the way to get His love. How many of you think that you love Allah? Raise your hand. Okay. How many of you think that Allah loves you? Raise your hand. For real. If you read the Quran from cover to cover, and you read hadith from beginning to end, Bukhari, Dawood, Muslim, Ibn Dawood, Ibn Majah, Dawood, you will find that the sentences in Quran and Sunnah is filled with what the Arabs call jumlatul shartiyya, conditional sentences. Believe it or not, our relationship with Allah is quid pro quo. You got to do something. And if you want to earn Allah's love, you have to do something. In tansurullah yansurkum wa yuthabbit aqdamakum. Allah said in Quran, if you help Allah in Allah's cause, Allah will help you make firm your feet. What's before us? People do not realize that everything that Allah orders us to do is for our best interest. And the things that He tells us not to do is harmful for us. Years ago in London, I used to go to London maybe 4 or 5 times a year. And there was a family that I stayed with when I went to London. And there was a time, 12, 15 years, I didn't go to UK. And I went to visit. The brother came to me and said, Imam Siraj, do you remember me? I said, yes, of course. He said, years ago, Imam, I came and asked for your opinion about something. I told you that I worked in a bank and I made good money. He said, Imam, do you recommend me still to work at the bank? I said, I'm not smart enough to give you fatwa, but I can give you some advice, my opinion. You know, in the bank, one of the main components of the bank, how they make money, is that they charge interest. Our government, United States government, spends over $500 billion a year just paying interest on the loans. I'm not talking about paying back the loan. I'm saying the interest of the loan every year, over $500 billion. So interest is haram. Allah has made trade permitted and made interest haram. People don't want to talk about it, but Allah has His wisdom and He knows. And by the way, this prohibition against interest wasn't new with the Quran. Jews, Christians, and Muslims all agree that interest was haram, was prohibited. And I can show you some articles with the Jews and the Christians, they changed their mind. But the Muslims still think the old way. And it is something that is prohibited by Allah the Almighty. So I said to him, if you could, I would find a different job. I'm not saying that you can't. I'm not saying it's haram. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if you ask in my opinion is that you should find another job if you can. He said, Imam, I took your advice and I started my own business. He said, Imam, I now make 3 times more in my business than I did when I was working in the bank. He said, my 2 sons now have become Hafiz of Quran. My daughter on the way to become Hafiz of Quran. Because I gave him some advice. Jumlatul shartiyya is conditional. Now I'm going to say something to me, you've heard it before, but it's so remarkable when you stop and think about it. The Prophet ﷺ said about Al-Ansar, you know the Ansar? He said, Men ahabuhum ahabuhu Allah. Whoever loves the Ansar, Allah will love them. And whoever hates the Ansar, he says, no one loves the Ansar illa mu'min, except a believer. And none hates the Ansar except a hypocrite. Men ahabuhum ahabuhu Allah. Whoever loves them, Allah loves. And whoever